Well, our first question comes to us from Ron, and he has a concern about bankruptcy. His question is, I obviously don't have any money right now, or I wouldn't be asking this question about bankruptcy. Is this something I can do myself without an attorney, or will it just make matters worse? So Ron has a DIY question about bankruptcy.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Ron. First off, obviously don't have any money. Believe it or not, I've had plenty of clients with plenty of money file bankruptcy. It's not true. I've represented doctors, business owners, other attorneys, believe it or not. So that's not true that, but anyway, you're having issues, I can tell. So is this something I can do without a lawyer? Well, yes, you can. Would I advise it? Absolutely not. The bankruptcy laws are very complicated. And I found that most people will end up hiring an attorney because they realize that it's just hard to follow all the steps. It's real convoluted and complicated. B, you could get yourself in trouble and lose some of your assets, or it's just a bad idea. It's worth for whatever you have to pay, and I try to be reasonable and work with people and payment plans and all that stuff. But it can get you in trouble, and it's more of a hassle than it's worth, to be honest with you. Usually those cases either they get dismissed or the person has to end up hiring an attorney anyway. So I would strongly, recommend you call someone and talk it over with an attorney at least before you think about taking that step.
Okay, that's wisdom right there. Carl, I have a question.
You know what they say. Anybody who represents himself has a fool for a lawyer and a fool for a client. So there's no question about that. You should go see a lawyer if you're contemplating either wage earner or bankruptcy. Alex, why don't you give a really succinct and brief explanation of the difference between the two, the Chapter 13 or the straight bankruptcy versus wage earner? I think that would be.
I get asked this question every show, and it's not my favorite question because I could sit and go through this for 3 hours, but basically.
That's why I said succinct.
Well, I'm not good with succinct. You obviously haven't been watching. No, I'm kidding.
Nor am I.
I'll do my best, Carl. I'll do my best. Chapter 13, usually Chapter 13 is a wage earner's bankruptcy. Typically, you are behind on a car, you're behind on your mortgage. That kind of saves all your assets, gives you time to reorganize, get it back. And also, if you're a certain income threshold, you only qualify for Chapter 13. Chapter 7 is more if you're, you just have a lot of credit card debt, mostly medical bills, you're current on your mortgage, you might not have a mortgage. It's quicker, and you just discharge it. And if you have any assets, the trustee can liquidate. That happens. In most cases, you don't. So it's quicker and easier. The 13 is 3 to 5 years. Is that fast enough?
Yeah, that's great.
Distinct enough. Excuse me. Good.
Okay.